This video will provide an overview of the California dashboard as well as information about Buena Vista Elementary School's results from the 2018-19 school year. The dashboard is updated each December with the most recent data from the previous school year. Academic performance looks at our scores on the Smarter Balanced Summative Assessment, specifically how far above or below our students are from the grade level standard. The dashboard gives us a performance color for every measure. Each performance color looks at both the current year data and the difference between the current year and the prior year data. Current year data and how that data varies from the prior year data are represented on a 5x5 grid. The grid layout will vary for each measure. The performance level or color is determined by the point at which the two data levels intersect. School progress is also shown on these gauges. Performance levels go from red, which is the lowest, to blue, which is the highest. Every school and district in California has a goal of trying to get to at least green on all measures. Okay, so now how did Buena Vista do? Starting with English Language Arts, we were 47.4 points above the standard. We increased 2.2 points, and we were in the blue performance color, which is considered very high. On that 5x5 grid, you can see where Buena Vista lands. We are considered very high in our current status progress, and we are considered maintained as we did not significantly increase or decrease over last year's test scores. The next screen takes a closer look at this year's data compared to last year in terms of our subgroups. Similar to the performance colors on the 5x5 matrix, this graph shows which of the subgroups represent a color in terms of both their status and their change over last year's. In the first column, you'll see the performance level from the 2017 school year. If no color is assigned, that means there was not a statistically significant number of students in that category. The second column shows the number of students tested, which falls into these subgroups. The third column shows our color category for the 2018 test. The fifth column shows how many points away from level 3, which is considered the average score. A huge success for our school is that now all subgroups are in the green or blue for English Language Arts. Also, there are two separate groups which increased significantly. Those were our students with disabilities and our Hispanic students. Lastly, we are so proud of our English language learners as that population increased 7.8 points, which brought us to a green level. Although we overall mostly maintained in English Language Arts, we made significant improvements in mathematics. Our current year score puts us at 51.4 points above the standard. That's a 17.1 increase over last year, and that puts us in the blue performance color. In terms of the 5x5 grid, we are at the best possible position. We are considered very high, and we increased significantly as a school. This next chart shows a similar breakdown for our subgroups for mathematics. As you can see, almost every subgroup significantly increased. We are so proud of the work our students and teachers have done in this category. The two subgroups which increased the most were again our students with disabilities and our Hispanic students. As I mentioned in my last newsletter, our chronic absentee rate skyrocketed during the last school year. We are currently sitting at 7.6% chronic absenteeism. That was a 1.3% increase over last year, and in this particular situation, an increase is not desirable. Our current performance color is orange. This is our current position on the 5x5 matrix. We are considered moderate compared to other schools in California, but we are in the significantly increased category. This is definitely a focus area for school improvement. As you can see by our subgroup chart, every subgroup increased in their chronic absenteeism. The information shared today has now officially been shared with all stakeholders for Buena Vista. Based on all this data, we've developed goals for the 2018-19 school year. First, we will continue to provide high-quality instruction in all subject areas, but especially in math and language arts for all students. Next, we will continue to make addressing absenteeism a priority through increased communication with parents. Improving school attendance will only happen through a strong partnership between teachers, students, staff, and parents. And this year, we are so excited to roll out interim assessments at all testing grade levels. This will provide useful information on how our students are predicted to perform on our Smarter Balanced testing. Thank you so much for taking 5 minutes out of your day to learn about our school's academic achievement. I look forward to discussing our student achievement for this school year at this time next year.